I've put together this video to understand the basics around what the sport is and why it is becoming so popular in the fitness industry and has long been a staple of athletic training. To clarify, even well-trained gym goers will ask me what the difference is between the two sports of powerlifting and Olympic weightlifting. The differences are that Olympic weightlifting, shortly termed as weightlifting, is the snatch and the clean and jerk lifts. Powerlifting comprises of the back squat, flat bench press and deadlift. As I'm sure many of you are aware, but for those who don't know, Olympic weightlifting, very simply, is the sport of hoisting as much weight physically possible overhead. The sport has two disciplines in which the total amount lifted across the two lifts place your ranking. The two disciplines being the snatch. This is whereby the lift is one continuous motion above the head, and the clean and jerk, where the lift is two motions. You firstly clean by pulling the bar from ground to shoulder, then jerk, pushing the bar from shoulder to overhead. So on to why it is used. The lifts require you to explosively extend the ankle, knee and hip, pulling the weight into precise finishing positions in order to complete successful lifts. This is similar to jumping and landing mechanics, which are movements required in sports. Physical requirements of weightlifting include explosive strength, in particular high-loaded speed strength, coordination, flexibility and balance. As you quickly realise, there are multiple desirable traits. A strength and power athlete in particular would benefit from acquiring these physical adaptations. Other physiological reasons why weightlifting movements are used as opposed to highly specific movements such as loaded squat jumps is predominantly because of the minimal deceleration in the speed of the bar as you lift. This teaches the athlete to be explosive from a static starting position. This is more specific to certain movements such as any block starts in track and field, track cycling and swimming. So utilising different variations of Olympic lifts can elicit even more specific traits or kinetics of explosive strength. On to general technique of an Olympic lift. To achieve the extension required, the line of the pull or bar path determines how effectively you apply all of the vertical force you are producing against the bar. There are differing techniques of how the body should be positioned, and this is going to be determined by factors such as pulling strength, limb size and range of motion. In general, once an athlete has lifted out of the first pull, or lifting past the knees, the hips need to be behind the barbell enough to push through it to send the bar up vertically. When receiving the barbell, also known as the catch, this motion has to be forceful and explosive. Knowing how it benefits athletes, elite Olympians, and not just weightlifters, means utilising this training modality can too give the standard gym user a range of physical skills and well-rounded resistance training. As mentioned before, this video is a basic overview of what needs to happen in Olympic lifts and why you would use them. If I was to make one video of how to do Olympic lifts in short detail alone, you would be listening to my formal voice till the end of time. So it's best to experience Olympic lifting practically. You can do that freely here at 180 Degrees Gym without being tied to a workout of the day or poorly thought out progression of learning this complex skill. We hold Weightlifting Club every Friday at 5 PM with 2 strength and conditioning coaches, myself included, with experience in competitive Olympic weightlifting and also using it in a sports-specific training manner. Do come along just to have some fun as well, smashing some overhead lifts skillfully by the end. Subscribe and like our YouTube page. Further content will be coming. Thank you for watching.
Pop and snap, let's go! Hatchet, yeah!